So you find us here on the Jurassic coast. It's raining across the whole of England, well, whole of UK pretty much. And came down to the south coast, it wasn't raining, but then there's a thunderstorm, amber thunderstorm on the south coast, and this is the only spot where it's not raining. There's also a shelter here, so if it does rain, we'll be covered by the shelter. Got a few friends with us, exploring the quarry, exploring the caves, the coastline.
That's West Coast, isn't it?
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, I got about 10 friends together to go camping for my birthday in Snowdonia. It was a long drive for everyone, 4 to 6 hours depending on where we were coming from. We were all excited. I really wanted to share the outdoors with my friends to give them a taste of camping, show them why me and Katrina do this so often. I had a vision for the weekend. Campfires every night, fishing in the lake, wild swims in the sun, maybe even climb Snowdon if we feel ambitious. Basically, I sold them a dream. Half the group arrived on Friday night, the rest rolled in Saturday morning. Everyone made it. No signal, no distractions. It started off peaceful. The kind of peace you only get when you're totally unplugged and surrounded by friends and nature. But it didn't go exactly to plan. Now keep in mind, this was in July. You know, hot July, kids out of school, 6 weeks summer sunshine, barbecues, ice cream vans, that July. Except, this particular weekend, it did not stop raining. We spent the entire trip huddled under a tarp, all 10 of us trapped in one spot. I don't think, combined, we moved more than a single kilometre. No one fished, no one got in the lake intentionally, and no one climbed Snowdon. We just sat there, cold, wet, shivering. Now, I look back on it with some fondness. I like being outdoors. But a few of those friends, that was their first time camping, and judging by the fact they haven't been since, possibly their last. I couldn't help but feel bad. They came all that way and spent the whole weekend in soggy misery. Fast forward 2 years, and here I am trying to organise the same kind of trip, same location, same idea. Only the weather forecast looks exactly the same. Rain across the whole of the UK. Luckily, the south coast looked slightly better. Although, it also said that the previous weekend when we done the South Downs Way and spent all of it wet under thick grey skies. So yeah, optimism was running low. That is, until Katrina remembered a little spot along the Jurassic coast, one that actually has a kind of man-made natural shelter. So even if it does rain, we'd at least have a dry place to camp. Understandably, most people dropped out, but 3 brave, or possibly just bored, souls agreed to join us. And that's how we ended up here, once again, chasing adventure, and maybe getting a little bit smarter about how we do it.
It ended up being a really chilled, fun night. We listened to music, shared stories, and just enjoyed each other's company. At low tide, we wandered through the rock pools, poking around like kids, and entertained ourselves by chucking stones into the sea, judging each other's splash technique like it was some kind of Olympic event. Dinner was lamb and mint burgers, cooked right there at the edge of the quarry.
Well, this run has turned to a bit of a slow shuffle through these brambles. Hey, get scratched up.
And when it came time to sleep, we tucked ourselves into the man-made cave carved into the rock wall, although not everyone was convinced. One of the boys politely declined sleeping under the rocks, citing the very fair concern that the whole thing might collapse on us in the night. He set up his tent just outside the entrance, apparently to act as a lookout. And in his words, so I can pass on your final letters to your families if it all goes wrong. We went to sleep pretty late and woke up to the news that someone did actually have a bit of an incident. Our friend sleeping next to Malik was rudely awakened in the night by a loud crash. Turns out the 5th friend had gone out for a wee and while trying to get back onto the platform, slipped and fell backwards, straight onto the rocks, smacking his head. The guy next to us, he did nothing but laugh. Me and Malik, we slept through the whole thing, and our designated security guard, too far away to hit anything. The original plan for Sunday was a nice coastal run. You see any dolphins?
Not at the moment.
Any dolphin wild potatoes out there?
Dolphin wild potatoes? No, I didn't.
He's like... Maybe it's himself. Look at the boat. After the casualty, the remaining 3 packed up and went home. Elliot went to the hospital and ended up with stitches, which really just goes to show this is exactly why you should never go camping and always stay at home.